Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing a farmhouse build for this pair of grandparents and their granddaughter that I created. Um, I like to have Sims that I make that actually play in my games because I just find that it makes the house more interesting when it has like a personality, like a specific person for that room. I like appreciate the story behind it. So right here we're making the downstairs floor plan kind of layout situation. I have a bathroom and like a laundry room set up there, and the porch and the back deck right now. You're gonna see me put the stairs down, and I have some trouble with the stairs because I wanted them to make that bend that a lot of older houses have, but the laundry room kept getting in the way, and so I just deleted some of it and rearranged it afterward, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal because I don't actually have the laundry day stuff pack, but I wanted the space there so that you could see where it would go if I did have the laundry day stuff back or if this was a real house. I tend to make my builds suited for real life rather than like Sims gameplay, unless I plan on playing the family. So upstairs we have the rooms being mapped out, closets and bathrooms. That's the master bedroom, that big one, and then this will be the granddaughter's room and a guest room. You saw that I pushed the little like bay area out from the living room back in because I just felt like it kind of was like awkward, and I liked that it was just one big square. I feel like a lot of older houses have that just like square shaped build to them. So like I said, the exterior of this house is going to be a little more modern. So the roofing is kind of like sheet metal or something, but I find that it looks like solar panels, and I really enjoy that. I think that the Sims should make like a eco-friendly like solar panels and recycling stuff, like all that kind of stuff into like an expansion or a game pack or something. I think that would be fun. I'm definitely not like a game designer, so not a great person to suggest that, but I just think it would be like a fun addition to the game. So for the outside, it's got this like orangey color. I like that. The siding is gonna stay white, but not drywall white, obviously. I changed those columns to match the windows because I really didn't like that they didn't match. And I just, what bothers me about the columns is that they stick out from the corners when you don't have the roof overhanging, and I feel like you should be able to move them, and you can't, and it really bothers me. I put these windows in. Some of them I think move as I build. Like I just put them in for some reference points so that you can see where they're gonna go, but I believe I move some of them around so that it fits better with the furnishings. And then I put the doors in all over, so again I can see where there's going to be doors so I can build around that. And then I think next I put some closets in the bedrooms, and maybe I put lights in because I don't like to build in the dark. Yeah, I don't like to build in the dark. I like to see everything that I'm doing so I can, again, like, to utilize the best amount of space. So, like I said before, like, outside had a redo, I guess, in my imagination, but the inside of the house is definitely much more, like, old-fashioned. It's very grandparents vibe. It's very, like, they just haven't gotten around to the reno in the house, inside the house yet. So, I was actually following a floor plan for this house because I'm not used to little farmhouses, so I was following this floor plan, and they had the fridge over in that corner, and I definitely wouldn't usually do that, but I thought it was nice. It fit with this house really well, so I kept it there. I thought it was a nice little place to keep it. Here we have the dining room. I love those chairs. They remind me so much of just like my grandma's chairs. Like, I don't know. That's so weird and specific, but I wanted really, really bad to put a fireplace in here, but I felt like the only place that it fit on that wall was just so awkward with the window placements, and I didn't want to move the windows because I liked how they looked from the outside in that spot. So I just got rid of it. And these couches, I know that I changed color like 3 times or something because I just couldn't like figure out what I wanted. And that's TV stand and coffee table, I think I make light as well. So I'm very indecisive when it comes to my furnishings. Like, I can't ever figure out like what I want to do. Ever. It's very irritating to myself. So I put some plants. I feel like, they're farmers, they're gardeners, so they have lots of plant life. They have lots of, pots of plants and all that kind of stuff. Up here, I rearranged these rooms like a couple times, actually. The guest room and the granddaughter's room, so don't get too used to that shape. In terms of the bathroom here, I didn't think that shower was going to work, so I player tested it, and it didn't, so I have to rearrange the toilet. It's too close to the shower, so we took one of those counters away, and less counter space, but functioning shower, so here we put in a mirror, and this is their closet, which I know the Sims don't actually use, but I like I said before, I like to have it look like a real life house rather than just Sims functioning, because sometimes I just feel weird when there's no closet. Like, I like to have a closet. You'd have a closet in real life. So yeah. Here we made the bathroom a little smaller so I could add just a little more room to the granddaughter's room, and the guest room I made a little bit larger as well. So yeah, we add some clothes into the granddaughter's room. I feel like there should be hang-up clothes available for the children as well. Like, all these hang-up clothes are adult versions, and I think that we should have some kid versions because I think that would be good. Here we added some closet doors because that's important. And yeah, this master bedroom, I had a little bit of a hard time with the color scheme. I couldn't really figure out which color scheme I wanted to go with. I know that like my grandparents tend to have more like dark furniture, so I went with that because I wanted it to feel, to me at least, like a grandparent's house. But I had some difficulties with the placement because like it's kind of a small room for a master bedroom, at least I think so. So, and I'm used to like big, like I said, like I make big houses in The Sims. So yeah, but here you'll see I put a light inside the fan because I like ceiling fans with lights. Like, I feel like all the ceiling fans that I see have lights in them. So I just did the bb.moveobjects cheat and put the light like right in there, so it kind of looks like real life. Oh, and there's presents on this table because I think my grandparents are always giving presents to me and my other siblings and cousins. So I just thought, like, my grandma or this grandma has some presents that she stowed away for the granddaughter for, a special occasion. And over here I made like a little makeshift vanity with some perfume and some gardening things because The Sims doesn't have any vanities, at least in the packs that I have. So I thought that I would make one. I do that a lot in my builds, actually. And then I added like this little figure because I feel like grandmas are always having like little statues everywhere that eventually you'll end up with, and you'll be like, what am I supposed to do with that? And it'll just sit on a shelf, but you'll be very careful not to break it because it was your grandma's and it was her grandma's, and it's important, So here we go through and put some wallpaper up because I think for some reason wallpaper reminds me of grandparents. Like, it's just like kind of retro, so I always do wallpaper when I'm doing anything that is maybe for an older Sim, unless they're like a super hip older Sim. So next we do the granddaughter's room, and she's kind of like a tomboy. She definitely, orange is her favorite color. You'll see that throughout this room. It's very orange. She definitely has a particular taste. She's like an animal person. She really wants to maybe have a pet someday. So I think maybe if I play this family out, the grandpa maybe might go take her to find a stray that they can take in or go to the shelter. I think that would be cute. I gave her a little homework desk, put some clutter around. Like I said, she's a tomboy, so she's got this little pile of like sports stuff. Grandma was like, clean up your room, and she was like, oh, okay, and shoved it in the corner. So I just used the Alt key to move that around, and then I put up this little science poster, this little rocket ship poster, and some pictures of dogs and cats because, like I said, she wants to get a kitten or a puppy sometime. And then, a little couple toys around for her to play with. And I just used the 9 key to lift that up there because I feel like more things should be able to be put onto surfaces than are available in the game. I don't know, I just think not a lot of stuff can go on top of other things, and we do that as humans. We put things on top of things a lot, and I think that should be implemented in the game a little more. So I just added some wallpaper, much more kid-friendly, maybe a little more recent wallpaper to this room, and I was putting this carpet in so that, I don't know, I feel like carpets are nice little additions to rooms. The sink in the bathroom with the mirror vanity, medicine cabinet kind of situation, and then I remembered to put toilet paper in because I always forget to add the toilet paper. Like, it's terrible. And like I said, I don't have the laundry day pack, but I do always try to put laundry baskets in because I feel like it looks much more lived in when you have a laundry basket in the bathroom. And I just player tested that to make sure that they could still use the toilet. This is the guest room. I'm still not super sold in this room. I feel like it looks a little too modern for the house, but I couldn't figure out like what goes in a guest room. I don't have a guest room in my house, so I just tried to keep it really simple and plain and keep with the theme of like, this is like a green room, like, I don't know. I put some simple pictures on the walls. I hung up a sign on this wall, and in my imagination it says something cute and cheesy like family welcome or like friends loved. I don't know, like one of those little signs that people hang up. That was cute in Simlish, so you can have it say whatever you want in your imagination. I feel like grandparents always have like stuff everywhere, so I put a lot of clutter down here. I should have put a bookcase, and I just remembered that right now, but so I added in some of the kitchen clutter. I feel like that always makes it look so much more lived in. The cookie jar was my favorite thing to add to this kitchen. I was so excited. I saw it in the beginning of the build, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to put that in the kitchen because grandmas and cookies, and I just feel like that goes so well. So here we put in the gardening tools because they're gonna be farmers. And farming is important, and I don't know, I just thought they looked cool hanging on the back of the house like that. So just now I realized I didn't do this bathroom, so I quickly add in a half bath down here because I don't think I need a shower in the bottom half, and I add a like linen closet. Again, like you don't use that in Sims, but I think that a real house would have that. So then I bring the downstairs wallpaper upstairs. I think it looks nice in that hallway area, and that way not everything's matchy-matchy up there, but the living spaces are all kind of cohesive. I had a little bit of a hard time picking a carpet here. I think I end up with this one, but a different color, like it matches the couches. Yeah, like I thought this one matched really well with the couches, and then I decided that I did actually want the fireplace, so I put it here and put some little chairs in front. Like I could just picture the grandma sitting there like knitting in front of the fireplace, and the daughter playing on the ground with some toys, or granddaughter, I'm sorry. And then I went through and put in some like more knickknacks, like some older vases, some little statues. I love the cats and dogs little animal statues, even though they don't have any animals in this household. I just thought I use them a lot. Like, they're so cute, and they work really well on a lot of surfaces, which a lot of the things in The Sims don't go on the surfaces. So yeah, so back here we put a little deck area, and then I adjusted the foundation and put in some trees and some landscaping because, like I said, it's going to be a farm, so they have to have some clear back there, but a lot of trees makes it look nice. And then up here we're going to do some plants and bushes and stuff, and I always like to spray it with a little bit of dirt on the terrain before planting things because I feel like it looks more natural. Like, it looks like the dirt was actually dug up and they planted there, and there's no grass. Like, that just makes more sense to me. So here we put in some flower bushes, and I feel like the grandmother tends to them, and she does a really good job taking care of them. And I don't know. I just think that's nice. This red rose bush that I'm trying to move was giving me such a hard time. Like, it just wouldn't go down all the way. It just, like, kept getting stuck on the, like, deck, and I think I just left it. I was like, okay, bye. So yeah, we just do some more bushes over here, and then we'll fill them in with, like, some lower laying grass and flowers to make it look a little more natural. Those purple and yellow, orange flower bush, like the patch of wildflowers, is my favorite thing. I love it so much. Here I tried to put in like a small tree near the garden, but I just couldn't make it work, so I just put a bigger one. And like I said, this outside, you could see, kind of had like a little redo, like they had a little reno done to the outside of the house, curb appeal and all that. So back here we put like a little picnic table and a grill so they can have some outdoor meals together. So yeah, this is our house. We have the living room and Grandma sleeping on the couch. I added some more pictures in here off camera. The dining room, we have her eating dinner, kitchen, the half bath, up the stairs, we have the hall, and then we're going to go into the guest room. Pretty much nothing's really changed up here. We have the granddaughter's room and the bathroom. Then we go into the master bedroom with their closet and their bathroom. And then we're going to zoom out and head to the backyard where we have the beginnings of our farm. So I hope you guys liked it.